Hey folks, 5 Minute Maintenance episode 17, and today we're going to be working on the squat position. Now this is going to be perfect for you no matter what your level, so if you struggle to get into a good squat in the first place, or you just want to work on your stability, mobility and strength in the squat, this is going to be perfect for you. Welcome back to 5 Minute Maintenance. If you're new here, this is just 5 minutes to check in with your body, carry out some crucial maintenance, assess and address any issues you might have, and keep yourself feeling nice and loose and supple. So today we're working on the squat position. We're going to do some mobility work there. The squat is a fundamental athletic position for any sport. Even if you don't actually have to get into the squat for your sport, for example running or cycling, it's still a baseline measure for all around mobility, stability and strength. So we're going to do some pre-squat mobility to get things warmed up, and then we're going to do some mobilisation work and some mobility work in the squat position itself. So we're going to start by loosening up the ankles and the hips before we get into the squat. So we're just going to come into this kneeling lunge position and we're going to start opening the ankle out. So key point here is keep the heel on the floor. And we're just going to push forward with that knee. You're going to be opening up the back of the ankle here, dropping into that end of range and just pulsing in and out. Trying to open it up, get that knee a little bit further forwards each time you do it. I'm going to do about 20 to 30 of these, just nice and rhythmic, get that ankle loosened up. And then we're just going to drop right into that end of range, put a bit of weight on the knee, and just hang around here, moving around a little bit. Exhale and just drop into that stretch, allow the ankle to release and open up. And then we're just going to sit back a little bit and we're going to start opening this hip up by pushing on the inside of the knee. We're just going to be prying that leg open, feel it opening up all down the inside of the hip. Again, each time just try and get a little bit further with that opening up position. Feel that hip releasing off, opening up. This is going to give you more mobility in that squat. It's going to let you get deeper into that squat. And then we're going to change, and the same thing, just weight on the hands, keeping the heel on the floor, and we're just going to be dropping forwards, stretching off the back of this ankle. You might feel it at the front of the ankle as well, that's fine. Just push in as far as it'll go, in and out, nice and rhythmic. Remembering to keep the heel on the floor. If the heel comes up, you're just defeating the object of it really, because you're taking the movement away from the ankle. And then we're just going to pop the weight into the hands, onto the knee, move around a little bit, use the breath to relax into this end of range. And feel the entire back of that ankle just opening up. And then sitting back and prying that leg open by pushing on the inside of the knee. Trying to really stretch it out, straighten that arm if you can. Okay, and we're going to move on now to the squat position itself. So ideally for the squat, we want to be able to put both heels flat on the floor like this. If you struggle with that, feel free to grab a towel, a rolled up towel to place underneath your feet to just elevate those heels a little bit. Also, if you struggle to stay in the position for the allotted time, then feel free to just pause the video, come out of the position, shake it off, have a rest and go back in. So we're just going to do a couple of simple squat mobilisations to open things up and get us used to being in this position. We're going to start off just by doing push opens, so pushing the knee, opening the hips all through the centre. Trying to keep those heels on the floor as we do it. And we're going to do about 10 to 12 of those on that side, and then switch over and do 10 to 12 on the other side. And then we're going to take hands to the centre in this prayer position, and we're just going to push open both at the same time. A double opener there. 10 of those. And then we're just going to push the knees apart, staying in this prayer position and just holding this for about 20 seconds. Try to sink as deep into the squat as you can. Try to keep those heels on the floor if you can. If you can't manage the 20 seconds, then break it up. Maybe just take a 10 to 15 second break in the middle. Try to get 20 seconds of total hold time. And then if you need, just shake off. And come back down, and we're going to do some sky reaches. So sitting in your nice deep squat, opening up to the ceiling with one arm, opening that chest out, coming down, and the other side. As you open up, try to squeeze the shoulder blades, that's going to help you reach a little bit further. And again, just staying in a nice deep squat with those heels on the floor. And then we're just going to reach and hold for 10, using the breath to stay relaxed. And to the other side, and hold for 10 again. You might find that one side is tougher to hold than the other. And back to centre. And just relax here for another few seconds. You should have loosened right off notice. You should be able to get much deeper into that squat than you could when we first started. And then just shake off the legs. That's a really quick and simple 5-minute squat routine to help with your mobility and strength and stability in the squat. There's all sorts of variants on this. You can do more or less of any individual element. You can do longer holds, or you can do different moves. It's just a great way of moving around in that squat position, mobilising everything while you're down there. So give that a go. Let me know how you get on. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see in these videos, and I'll catch you in the next episode.